You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
Boy, they're trying to destroy these boys' parents, man. They want these boys' parents to suffer so badly. Uh, it is disgusting what has happened tonight, and we're going to talk about it. Because what happened today, man, what just happened tonight is absolutely disgraceful, and this just shows you, man, that people are trying to absolutely tear, this entire situation apart. They are trying to make sure that this family does not get closure, and the shit that just happened is completely unacceptable, man. It is completely unacceptable. For you guys who don't know what's going on, man, Nolan Wells' family have been absolutely tortured in this situation, bro. And what happened tonight, you guys, it is beyond my imagination that you have any people on this earth that could do what they just did. Now, everybody and they mama know that Ben Crump and that the state of Mississippi, just announced yesterday on Friday, they just announced that they got the autopsy report and they got the toxicology report, but it's sealed. That means nobody can get this report. It is sealed until they send all the information to a grand jury. If Lord Jesus have mercy, if you won't believe what these people don't just did, and there have been announcements made by public figures online right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and speak on this, man, because this is just totally wrong, man. To do a person parents like this, to do a dude like this, bro, this is wrong. They have leaked a fake toxicology report that has went online viral. And Sean Trudell, whoever he is, he's one of the, I guess, lead important people in this whole situation. The lawyers are speaking out about this right now online. I even saw the lawyer of that boy, of the boy Bart. His lawyer don't came out, put out a message about this shit, man. Bro, nobody has the toxicology report. These people don't put out a fake ass toxicology report and put. Let me explain it to you. They fabricated and they detailed specific substances in this fake report, specific substance levels or alternative testing timelines that they have put inside of this fake toxicology report and released it. In this report that they released, and it has been a couple of fake toxicology reports that have been released tonight. Bro, this shit is sad, man. This shit is sad, bro. They trying to get somebody popped out here, bro. They're trying to say whoever leaked these fake toxicology report is trying to say that this boy had a precise chemical and narcotic levels that falsely claimed that he had a specific, you know what, in his system or lethal dosages of substances in his system when he died. Right? These posts include made up lab dates, forged official signatures to make the summaries look authentic, and despite the state's actual results being legally sealed, these people have now fooled a lot of people on the internet tonight about this report, man. I'm gonna put it on the screen, bro. A lot of people coming out online tonight speaking about this, man. Bro, man, they trying to destroy this boy's family. They trying to, man, bro, listen, man. Let me put this on the screen for you guys, man. This shit's sad, bro. Like, anybody do some shit like this, bro, y'all know that boy ain't here no more, man. Y'all know that boy parents suffering, man. Why would anybody do this shit, bro? Why would anybody do this shit, bro? Like, come on, man. What's up with y'all, man? Like, real talk, man. There's something wrong with you guys, man. There ain't nothing but the devil all over this, man. And I mean that shit, man. It's to have the devil all over you, bro. And I told you guys this. That's why I told y'all have to watch out for a lot of shit online because a lot of this shit is AI. Nobody, and I mean nobody, in the general public has the autopsy. I mean, has the autopsy or uh the toxicology from the state. If the toxicology would come out, the only way it would come out before the grand jury is if Ben Crump and them get it back and they put out their toxicology. Nobody else is going to get it. So here's what the lawyer's saying right now tonight, you guys. The lawyer's saying that there are phony toxicology reports on Nolan wells circulating now. Some of them are very well done if you don't know what to look for. They look very real. The disinformation campaigns in this case are wild and can undermine the actual investigation. Someone's death should not be your entertainment. And then this guy, he right here, you guys can go look these guys up, man. They have reported the purported toxicology report from Nolan wells circulating through the social media on various outlets is fraudulent. Nolan's family, friends, and most importantly, Nolan himself deserve better. Fraudsters, AI, and social media are a recipe for disaster, bro. All they want you to do is click and share. And I'm telling y'all something, man. For people who saying this is a cover-up, bro, you can't say that right now. Listen, every investigation goes like this. It ain't going to take 2 days. You have to use your brains. Most toxicology, and most autopsies take this amount of time. 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks to come back. So once they get that back, you don't know what's going to happen with the investigation. Meaning, you don't know what they already got in the investigation. They're not telling nobody. Let me tell everybody this right here. And I want to say this because people need to have brains. That's why I tell people, a lot of people are going to fuck around and get sued on the internet after this shit is over with. Y'all don't even know if they got something on videotape. What if they got shit on videotape and we don't even know because they haven't presented all the evidence to a grand jury yet? This is what y'all got to understand. Ben Crump and his team are working on this case with them. Let me tell y'all something. You know they working on the case because the fact that they told y'all, listen to what I'm saying. The fact that they told y'all that the autopsy and the toxicology is done for the state, let y'all know that why didn't they already turn the information they had in? You know why? The fact that they're because guess what? I want y'all to think about this. Use your minds. If it was an open and shut case and they got the toxicology back and they got the autopsy back, they would have on Monday morning, no later than middle of next week, they would have had that information sent to a grand jury so that the grand jury can see, hey, there's nothing in charge here. I'm going to tell everybody to listen up. The longer this goes on, in my opinion, it lets you know they investigating something. I'm telling y'all this. Listen, I want you to listen to what I'm saying right now. Nobody knows what is foul play or anything. Nobody knows. Everybody is talking shit on the internet. Oh, it's foul play. Y'all need to sit down and shut up. Listen to what I'm telling y'all this. A lot of you guys are not versed in law. Y'all don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't. Let me tell you something. You don't know if these people already got videotapes. I'm going to tell y'all what they have already done in this investigation. They've already got all the videotapes of all the businesses and places and street cameras that's around close. They've got all the videotapes that have been out there from on the dock and all the other videotapes that we haven't even seen on the scene. They got all them shits. We don't even know what they're looking at. We don't even know if they got this shit on tape. Everybody talking shit, and then they drop the report, and they got shit. They got people on tape, or they got a situation on videotape that we don't even know. Remember, the parents don't even know what they got. They have not released the information to anybody. So the person said, why would you speak to your subscribers? Because a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and they need to come in here and stop talking stupidity. They need to stop talking stupidity. Because you haven't seen what they, at least see what they got first. I want you to think about this. Ben Crump has done this so many times. He's not an idiot. Ben Crump is going to find every single angle of this thing he can. He gonna dot every I and cross every T. If you think Ben Crump gonna let these people off the hook, if anything is wrong, you out your damn mind. This is why he here. Ben Crump is here to find any holes. That's why I told y'all I ain't worried. You literally have a great person on the job. I'm telling y'all again. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I'm warning y'all. Wait till we see what they got. I'm telling y'all something. The longer they take, let me repeat this to everybody listening. The longer they take, the better. And I'm going to tell y'all why. People don't want to listen. The longer they take, they cooking on something. They cooking on something. Let me explain why. And y'all use y'all brains. If this was an open and shut case, and they got the autopsy back, and it's talking stupid when you come on here and talking about a murder and you don't even have no facts of the case. Nobody does, not Tatum, nobody. Anybody talking about facts on a case when they haven't even seen the evidence is a damn fool. You a fool, period. We haven't seen anything. Listen to what I'm telling you. I need y'all to please listen to me. Please listen. Anybody that got any kind of common sense, please listen. If they was doing any kind of trick bag, I want y'all to think about what I'm gonna say to y'all. If they was doing any kind of trick bag, they've already announced that they've got the autopsy and the toxicology. If the autopsy and the toxicology showed y'all that he drowned on Monday morning, no later than Wednesday, they would have already turned that shit into a grand jury and said, see, his death was an accident. He drowned. Grand jury would have said, hey, man, we ain't got nothing to charge here. They'd have released all the information to the public. Then everybody could criticize. The fact, if I'm going to tell y'all this right now, if this go past next week, because the state already got the toxicology and they got the autopsy, if this go past next week and they don't turn that information into a grand jury, they cooking on something. They investigating something, because it has to be that the toxicology report led them to something. The autopsy led them to something. Maybe they got, and I'm guaranteeing y'all they got this. I'm guaranteeing you they got videos from everywhere around there. I'm guaranteeing you they subpoenaed video content from everywhere around there. They got, listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't y'all know that them boat people, everywhere you go get the boats, they got videos all out there? They have videos. They got all that CCTV camera footage. People not thinking, they're not using their brains. They're going to see everybody who came, how they came, where they came from, everything. They can't hide anything because Ben Crump is doing his own independent investigation and they don't know what Ben will find. So they can't risk it. They cannot risk lying and then Ben coming out and busting their ass on them. That is a whole nother lawsuit. That's why I told y'all, Ben Crump being on the case is like Michael Jordan with the Bulls in the finals. You gonna win. This is why I be trying to tell people, shut up. That man, he got this, bro. I swear to God, he got it. I'm telling y'all this. When listen, they have subpoenaed every single video from every business, every stoplight, everywhere around there. They have done that. I want y'all to think about this again. Listen to what I'm saying again. When you come to that, when you go to Horn Island, you got to check in somewhere to get that boat. They got cameras all in those businesses. They got cameras in those parking lots where all them people parked at. How the fuck you think they just go up there with the boat and just drop it off? Ain't no cameras and none of them. They got cameras everywhere. We're in the year 2026. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. If on about next Wednesday, if they don't have all that information to the grand jury, I'm telling you this right now. If they was trying to cover up something, they would come by next Wednesday to the grand jury and say, here go all the information right here. And then the grand jury would say, we're not filing charges because it's an accidental death and it's the accidental drowning. Because they would have the toxicology and the autopsy to back up their report. But let me tell y'all something. This is why y'all keep, the longer they wait, the longer they do not turn that report in, is the better. Because that means that the toxicology and the autopsy led them somewhere. It led them somewhere. Because if that's the case, they would have already just turned that shit in. Because if they wait all the time, turn in, and ain't got shit, everybody say, oh, you stonewallers, you made it. No, no, no. Listen, trust what I'm telling you, bro. That toxicology, the real one they got, and the real autopsy they got, bro, they got all the videotapes out there. Do you know how many videotapes they probably got from that day that we ain't never seen? That's why I keep telling y'all niggas on YouTube just be talking. They don't know nothing about what the fuck they talk about. Oh, man, is that no, man? Shut up. Ben Crump is on the case. He know what he doing. Y'all talk all this shit about Ben Crump too. Ben Crump come through to make sure they do their job right. Let me tell y'all something. They have to do their fucking job right. You know why? And I'm going to tell y'all the truth why a lot of people hated that Ben Crump came around. They hated that Ben Crump came around because Ben Crump is going to tax that ass if you do anything wrong. Ben Crump's job is to find any flaw that they do. And every flaw they do is more money for the family. They not trying to pay no fucking money like that. So they have to do everything meticulously. By Ben Crump doing what he's doing, sounding the alarms, going on TV, doing all these interviews, pushing it to the limits. He is keeping them on their job and making sure they do the best investigation you can do. There's no way they're going to be able to hide anything from Ben Crump because he's already got all his private investigators on the case. Listen to what I just told y'all. He's got private investigators on that case, right? So they've already got back the autopsy and the toxicology. They already got it back. They got that back on Friday. If they don't turn this in by next Wednesday, listen, I put everything I love on this shit. If they don't turn that shit in by next Wednesday or by the end of next week, they investigating somebody. They investigating something. I'm telling you this. Why would I say that? Once again, listen to my words. Listen to my words. If the autopsy and the toxicology shows, hey man, this was a drowning, accidental drowning, right? No foul play. They'll turn that shit into the goddamn the grand jury and say, see, we ain't no charges. And the grand jury would say, hey, there's no charges to file here. This is accidental death. Boom. It wouldn't be nothing else to go off of. But if they wait longer, it lets you know they looking at something and they investigating something. I'm tell you this again. Anybody that come out and put out a fake toxicology report before that grand jury come out is a liar. Anybody put out a different fake, they're liars. Nobody got that sealed paperwork. That's why I'm telling y'all, you have to understand how they're going to work this case. Bro, everybody talking about, oh, they did this, they did that. People sound stupid as fuck to smart people. That's why I be getting so frustrated on my channel. Don't y'all know? The video, they not going to be able to do nothing with that raw video. You don't think Ben Crump and his people going to get their hands? Ben Crump don't already have his people go check all those same people about those videos. Trust me. Trust what I tell you. The police department had to subpoena all those video files. They're going to know. Think about this, y'all. Because for you to go over there to Horn Island, where you going to park at? They got cameras over there by that place where they're going to park. They got cameras everywhere. They got cameras in the streets going in and out, stoplights, people ring phone cameras, all different kind of cameras you're going to see on these streets. So you better believe that they got a whole bunch of videos that ain't nobody seen. And that's why I told y'all don't even know if a video may have caught this shit on tape. And these people coming on YouTube talking, and they don't even know if after the police started their investigation, if they got a video, they got someone and they're doing an investigation to find out what they can find out even more. To see, okay, well, let's see where this goes. If there's more situations that could be, y'all, I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this, right? Listen to what I'm telling y'all right now, right? So, what I'm saying is, if they release the file to the grand jury before next Wednesday, this coming up Wednesday or Thursday, and they say, hey, man, ain't nothing going on. It was, accidental death. Let me tell y'all, if they go through this week, I want y'all to listen to what I said. Mark my words on this channel. If they go through this week and they don't present what they have to that grand jury, because they got to present it either way, whether they got it or not. They got to present it either way. If they don't present it to the grand jury, they following a lead. That toxicology and that autopsy they got told them something, and they're investigating some real shit. The longer that goes, it lets you know they on to something. Because if they didn't have nothing, they would have already got the information. As soon as they get the autopsy and the toxicology, packed that up, gave it to the people and said, hey, look, here's the autopsy right here. Proves it was an accidental death. Here's the toxicology right here. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. That's how I know. And everybody's talking all this shit on the internet, bro. They might have a video of this shit. We don't even know. How much y'all want to bet when this is all said and done? They got way more videos than we've ever seen. Period. Period. I'm gonna tell y'all again. How much y'all want to bet that they got way more videos? They got way more videos than the public has ever seen. They got videos that we ain't gonna see until after this shit has been released. And it's all, I'm telling y'all, the people on YouTube talking, I'm telling you this. Think about this, y'all. We ain't seen none of the traffic videos to see who was going and coming that day. We ain't seen none of the local videos to see when them boys went and got the boats from those places they got the boats from. We ain't seen none of these videos of when these people came up in the parking lot to where they even got to Horn Island. The cops got all that shit. Trust me. They got that. They're going to have the phone tower evidence to show where these people went to and traveled to get to Horn Island, where they came from, what they were doing. They got all that shit. You ain't seen it. So just because you ain't seen it, people losing their mind going crazy. Ben Crump and the family's upset because they want to see what they got. Remember, they not even showing Ben Crump and them yet. But they got to, at some point in time, go to Ben Crump and them. And I believe they'll do that right before they announce it and say, hey, look, this is what we got, man. This is everything we found. This is what we got. This is who we investigating or not investigating. Boom. If it's not accidental, that's what they're going to do. This is what we got on tape, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling y'all this, bro. I know how this shit work. And Ben Crump being there, they have to do their job. Because you know why? They know Ben Crump's a professional at this shit. Why y'all think people hate Ben Crump so much? Because they know when Ben Crump come through, Ben Crump is like that goddamn inspector that comes and check your restaurant. If your shit don't pass inspection, he gonna write you up and he gonna check every inch of that mofo. See, when Ben Crump comes around, they know somebody gonna pay. Somebody gonna pay. So, and even it could be a situation where somebody got to pay if they do a fucked up investigation. Think about this. If Ben Crump's team find anything that the state act like they wanted to ignore or were negligent on, that's a lawsuit right there. They can't fuck around. That's the part people not thinking about on YouTube. This is why we trying to tell y'all. People got to expand their brains, expand their minds, and think. You can't say nothing if you ain't seen nothing. When they come out and show us this, that's why I told y'all, Ben Crump is smarter than all these niggas out here on YouTube. Every last one of them. This nigga ain't win all this money for people for no reason. Ben Crump is not finna come out here and put no murder on nobody. Why y'all think they're trying to bait him? They want to bait Ben Crump so they can turn around and take his money. They want him to say something stupid like these content creators so they can take his money. Ben Crump ain't no fool. Ben Crump ain't no fool. But I tell you what Ben Crump gonna do. He gonna have his investigators comb every single centimeter of this case. And if Ben Crump find anything wrong, which I already know he will, I'm telling y'all this. Watch, I know what I'm talking about. As soon as we get this over with, y'all fitting to see what I'm talking about. Ben Crump probably gonna find like 4 or 5 different things he can sue for. I told y'all, them boys was on the boat underage, and the law, I want y'all to look this up. The law say if you were under the age of 18 on the boats, you were supposed to have life jackets on. Right? Didn't we see a picture of Nolan on the boat with the boys with no life? If that boat was moving, if that boat was not anchored, if that boat, meaning if that boat was in the water anywhere and it was not tied down or anchored, that's a lawsuit. Are y'all not understanding that? I'm talking about the infamous photo of Nolan with them boys. Think about what I just said. This is why I try and tell y'all, these people coming on YouTube just making content sounding stupid. They sound stupid to smart people. It's sad. And when you tell people this, bro, this dude on the left-hand side of your screen, bro, why y'all think they all mad at this dude, bro? Here he come around. What are they saying, y'all? Here he come around sniffing for money. You fucking right. And anything you do wrong, he gonna get every dime out your ass. Anything you did fucked up, he gonna get every dime out of you. Yep. You gonna pay it full. Yep. Anything. Y'all gonna you gonna pay. And that's why they hate him. But Ben Crump is very smart. This is why Ben Crump has not accused anybody of murder. And I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say it again to the brother who says cap. This ain't no, I was never capping, nigga. The one thing you gonna learn about me, brother, I was never capping. I'm more intelligent than a lot of these people talking shit on the internet, bro. I am very intelligent, brother. Very intelligent, brother. And I already told you this too. Now you can listen, you can take my word for it, or you can think I'm lying and you'll wait and see. All of these people, all of these boys, all these other people's lawyers, they're waiting on that autopsy and that toxicology to come back. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. They've already got a list of all these people they're going to sue. Anybody that accused them of murder, they already got a list of all of them. All they waiting on is that official police report to come back. Because when that official police, and I'm not going to tell you where I heard this from. I'm telling you right, I'm connected to the biggest. I promise y'all this. I was told this on 1,000% merit. Why y'all think I ain't stupid enough to come on my channel and even insinuate that somebody committed murder without evidence? You know why? Because they're waiting on the state to drop whatever evidence it is. And all it has to say is that their client didn't commit a murder. And they're going to sue everybody that came out here and accuse them of that or insinuated that they did it, regardless of if they said allegedly or not, because they pushed that narrative. Listen to what I just told y'all this, right? To the person who says you have to have a life jacket, you do have to have it on, Will Maddox. That's the point you don't understand. See, you don't know the law in Mississippi. These people come on the internet and just talk, y'all. I told y'all this. This is the unintelligence of our community. If you are on a boat under the age of 18 in Mississippi on Horn Island, period, if the boat is not anchored, meaning if the boat is not tied down, you must have a life jacket on at all times. What the hell is wrong with you, son? Do you not know the law? I be telling y'all this stuff, and you still don't want to listen, boy. This is why I be getting mad on my channel, y'all. Because these people come in here and act like they know. I don't get my research already. Right? Right? Listen to what I said. Right? I don't know what's wrong with people, man. Right? This is crazy work. This is crazy work. But I'll put it on the screen for you. Right? I'll put it on the screen for you, man. Just so you can listen, brother. Right? Just so you'll listen, man. Right? Hold on. I'm gonna put this on here for y'all. Hold on 1 second, man. Hold on. They have to have it on board, and they have to have it on, especially, let me say this to you again, in emergency situations. Right? So you have to put that on. Right? And that's regardless of age. Now remember, they said that boat was going under. Now listen to what y'all listen. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. So you had to have it on. Everybody. If it's not docked, it's going under. That is law. So and in this picture, let me show y'all the picture. In this picture, you can see the water in the boat. This was from that. Now look at the bottom of the boat, at the backside. Look how low that boat is going down that water. It is building up water in there. You can kind of see it on the backside. Anybody who knows, that's very low right there. That water can just go in at any time and take down that boat. So you have to get that water out. Once that boat is like that, everybody on board got to have a life jacket on. So all of y'all that was saying that Nolan was on board at any time, if he didn't have a life jacket on, guess what? That's a lawsuit. But the friends are saying Nolan wasn't on board. Listen to what I'm telling y'all this. So even if you not 18, when the boat is in that condition and it's moving, and they're saying that it was sinking, taking in water, right? You have to have your life jacket on. In emergency, you have to. Once again, you have to, right? And I'm telling y'all this. So that's what I was trying to say. Like, when that boat is moving like that, you have to, right? Think about what I just said, right? If you don't, it's against the law. I'll show you right now. And that don't matter how old you are, whether you 18 or above. And remember, they were having problems with that. If you look at anybody who has boats, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody that has a boat, you know what I'm talking about. You got a yacht, you got a boat, you know what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, no cap, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So I'll show you, man, just so you can see the law, brother. An emergency situation on the water, right? Around Horn Island, every person on board, regardless of age, must immediately put on a properly fitted USCG approved life jacket. To the person who said, I can show you, I just showed you, brother. The boys stated that the boat started to malfunction. They made the call. right, to the CETO. Once they say it is the law, sir, it is the law. It's the law. It's literally the law. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? It's literally the law. Oh, let me block your ass. Let me block your ass. Let me block your ass. Okay, so your name is Johnny. You said it doesn't say law, dummy. Okay, cool. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. I'm gonna put on screen for you. Right? Put on screen for you. Right? Right? Now, when I put on the screen for you, I'm gonna block your ass. Right? 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 I'm gonna put it on the screen for you because you told me. Right? Oh, well, where does it say that, man? Where does it say that, man? Bro, I'll show you right here, bro. Hold on. How do I get this on the screen? No, I ain't said I'm talking about in Mississippi, bro. Why is it telling me Florida? I ain't asking about Florida. I asked about Mississippi. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm about to show this nigga, man. I'm about to show. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna bust his chops. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna bust his chops. I got his ass right now. I got his ass right now. Hold on. He talking shit. I got him. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get his ass up out of here. Right? These fools are saying. Let me say this to you again. These fools are saying that Nolan Wells was on the boat. That's what they're saying. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. This is what they're alleging on the internet. Is that they took Nolan out and then they was called. It was like, hey, Nolan. That's what they're alleging. Read your screen. Read your screen. Read your screen. This is why I told you that Ben Crump has his detectives searching every angle of this case. Because of what these idiots on the internet are saying, which is what they're saying, they're going off that audio that has not even been authenticated at all. Now listen to what I'm saying to you. So let's say you go by their story, right? Nolan Wells' parents got a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit. They didn't say they found Nolan with a vest on. And you didn't see anybody on this boat. And remember, once again, this was supposed to be at the same time that they made that call. That boy's on the phone that's driving. You want to keep playing with me, boy? Do you want to keep playing with me, boy? So that's why I told you, if what these people was, these fake ass narratives they running with, Ben Crump got that's why I said, why, I don't know why these people acting like this, but that is, I know that's not what happened. And that's why I told y'all, don't worry, because Ben Crump is on the case. I'm going to say it to y'all again. Ben Crump, bro, listen, the police got videos Ben Crump can't get. But he going to make sure that they see what they got, because he's going to be able to see everything they subpoenaed. Listen to what I just told you now. He's going to be able to see everything that they subpoenaed. Meaning all the videos. Listen to what I just told you guys. No, you're not listening to what I said to you. They're saying You got people on the internet that are saying, I want you to listen again. They're saying that Nolan, when they made that call, when that audio call came out, they're saying that, they did this to Nolan. This is what they're alleging. I'm telling you, if what they're alleging is true, that is illegal, because none of these boys who are 18 and under had a vest on in that time of emergency. So the law say, because remember what their narrative is. Their narrative is that the audio say that they did the boy in on the boat, which I know is not true. And that's not me taking up for them boys. I know that shit ain't true. Peep game of what I said, right? So peep game of what I said. I know it's not true. I know it's not true, right? So listen up now. Listen up. That's why I told y'all. When that video and all those videos, let me say this again. The cops got more videos than what we've ever seen. Let me say this again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, listen, y'all have to understand what I'm saying. They're saying that from that audio, the CTO audio, the one that they're claiming that was enhanced, they're saying, hey man, this shows that she was on or he was on the boat. Listen to what I'm telling y'all this. If that's the case, what they're saying, and somebody came up dead, none of them had on life jackets, and they were in an emergency situation on that boat. This is why I showed y'all this picture. That's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for Ben Crump. What in the hell don't people understand about what I'm saying? That's why I told y'all, if they was on bullshit, Ben Crump gonna catch it anyways. Listen to what I said to y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. The reason why everybody need to be quiet is because the cops got all these videos that Ben Crump team and that don't nobody else got yet. They had Ben Crump and them ain't seen them yet. But the cops, they went and got all the videos from around, from people who were on other boats. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Listen, this is why I had to think. I had to think, y'all. I had to use my mind to think. And don't hate me because I say this. This dude right here, he's a devious nigga. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. He said he's seen videotapes. Remember I told y'all this the other night. He said he's seen videotapes, but he ain't gonna let them out because some of the people that was in the tape don't deserve to be put out there and doxxed. That's what he said. And people said, oh, he bullshitting. He ain't lying. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think he doing. I think he trying to bait people into saying slander so that black folks can get sued. This is why I'm telling y'all, don't say nothing. Sit down and just shut up and trust me on this. I think let me tell y'all something. That Negro on your screen, he said something, and I thought about this shit. You have to be smarter than a dude like this. And I'm telling y'all why. Everybody that said that audio was real, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This man said something the other night on his stream, and I listened to every word he said. He said there was 4 or 5 other boats right around when they had that problem at that same time. And people were recording that whole incident. And they gave those videos to the cops. Now think about this. Nobody on YouTube saw those videos. Nobody, because the cops got those videos. That's why I said, if you come out here and think that tape is real and accuse somebody of murder and they didn't murder nobody and they got a fucking tape and Nolan's nowhere near those boys on that boat, you're fucked. Listen to what I just told y'all this. This is why I tell y'all, people don't listen on the internet. They don't listen, bro. I think Tatum is talking all this shit because I think he want black folks to crash out, especially the ones that got money and say dumb shit. That way he can come back and say how stupid they are and help them get sued for slander. That's why I said everybody need to be quiet. Ben Crump is on the case. He gonna find out all that shit. Trust me, yo. Because think about this, y'all. This is why I tell you, you have to have a whole different level of thinking to be on my level of thinking. You got to be on a whole different level of thinking. Tatum is smart, but that nigga ain't smarter than me. And I know a setup when I see one. Tatum, that's why he keeps trying to put race bait and all this other shit with Ben Crump. Why y'all think he want to talk to Ben Crump? He wants somebody to say something, in my opinion. Right? Because that's why he keep going at these people. Right? To the person who said, who cares if they wearing life jackets or not? Brother, you're not listening to what I'm saying. See, this is the problem. It's going past your thought process, brother. You cannot let what I'm saying go past your thought process. You have to get on the same wavelength as me. Listen to what I'm saying to you. People were on the internet. Listen to what I'm saying. I want to explain this in layman's terms. People were on the internet saying that because that audio, they were pointing and accusing certain people of murder without no case evidence. Just the unverified YouTube audio. Tatum been running around here pounding his chest like King Kong around this motherfucker. Because he been acting like he knows something everybody else don't know. But he said something in that video and he tipped himself off. Go back and listen to Tatum's video. In that video, Tatum said that they had multiple videos. That whole situation where those boys was getting docked. And guess what Tatum said? The public ain't seen those videos. The cops got those videos. So this is how I knew what type of shit going on. Because if the cops got a video from other boats that we didn't see that was filming that situation, and Nolan is nowhere on that boat, then all that audio theory goes out the window. If they got from a video that on tape, this is why I be telling y'all, people don't be using their brains, my nigga. The cops got to have those videos. Think again. If you were on a different boat that was right beside that boat, and you were videoing that whole situation where they were docking that boat, it debunks that audio. Because what it does is it shows y'all exactly who was on that boat. Everybody was. What Tatum did was, Tatum, he leaked out a little tidbit for y'all. See, you think Tatum gonna give you the whole slab? That nigga ain't gonna give you the whole slab. That Tatum said in the video, that's why I said Tatum should have been prosecuted. Tatum said in that video, he had video that he wasn't releasing because he didn't want to dox people that had nothing to do with it. Nigga, what you mean? The cop's supposed to have all that video, but Tatum's a former cop. He ain't gonna say something unless he know the cops already got that tape. Why y'all think Tatum out here pounding his chest, talking like Tatum, in my opinion, wants all these people to look stupid so he can pound his chest in the end and say, see, I told you, you come out here overreacting, talking all this shit. That's why I said Ben Crump is on the case. If what their theory was, when people was rolling with that bull jab, with that audio, when said, oh, they did it on the plane, on the boat to Nolan Wells, people ain't thinking. Because first of all, if that's the case, Ben Crump got a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Why? because Nolan Wells would have passed away in that situation. And because that boat was going down, that would mean that because there was an injury or death and nobody had the life jackets on, the operator can face civil lawsuits or criminal charges for reckless operation and negligent homicide. Think about this now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's a lawsuit right there waiting on itself. But let's keep going. That's why I told y'all. But that's not true. That narrative they put is not true. And I'm telling y'all this. The police got that videotapes. The police, I guarantee y'all, they got videotapes. Ain't nobody on YouTube seen. That's why I told y'all. People all over YouTube is talking shit. They ain't even seen all the videotapes the cops got. They ain't seen all the videotapes the cops got. And guess what? Because when you videotape, it has metadata and it is authenticated, right? Guess what, y'all? They can show the time and the date that that video was shot. So check it out. If old boy said, I went over there, I helped him with this rope, I helped get him done. If somebody videoed that from the other, because remember, Tatum said that in the video. Tatum said, y'all stupid, man. Y'all stupid. Don't y'all know they got the other? It was like 4 or 5 people out there videoing the whole situation. They got around. I listened to him 10 times say that. I said, this nigga knows something. I said, they must have showed this nigga them videotapes. Think about this now. Think about it. Because he was talking. That's why he was talking that high power shit to Ben Crump. Like, nigga, why you ain't called me, nigga? You could have just called me. You could just, I was like, why this nigga acting like he the end all be all? I believe Tatum saw that shit. I believe Tatum saw the video of the other boats. And I believe that's the video where Tatum said, yo, I don't want to put out them other videos. And to the person who says you call bluff, you can't call my bluff. And I'm going to tell you why. Tatum have already said there were 3 or 4 other boats out there that people were videoing what happened on that boat. If they were videoing this, the cops got all those videos. And guess what? That either incriminates or exonerates everybody on that boat, which means that audio don't mean shit. It's a fucking lie. Because it wouldn't match with the actual video. Use your brains. This is why Tatum run around here and think about this. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. See, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. See, if Ben Crump would have came to me, I could exonerate the boys out. Nigga, I'm trying to tell y'all this again. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all, right? So when he said that, that went past everybody's head. The cops got all these videos. Think about what I just said. Say it again. If everybody say they believe that audio, and they got 2 or 3 different videos from people who are on the other boats filming this whole situation as it went down with them getting that boat right, meaning video recording it, and the cops got that debunks that whole story. And now all these people who push that narrative, boom, that videotape automatically gets them sued. Why y'all think Tatum running around here acting like a fool? Think about why all these people out here put out these fake ass AI toxicology and reports, right? Trying to get black folks to crash out so that they can go get sued and say stupid stuff and do stupid shit so they can get arrested and get sued. Peep what I just told y'all this. That's why I keep telling y'all, think on a whole different level. Tatum said that in that video, and I played it back 5 times. That nigga said, man, them niggas doing that talking, man. Them niggas had like 3, 4, 5 videos, see? But Ben Crump could have came to me. I could have cleared it. I was like, what? The fuck is this nigga talking about? I rewind it again. He said it was 3 or 4 other boats that was out there at that same time, and they videotaped this whole situation. To the girl who said it's possible Tatum lied, Tatum will be in prison right now if he lied about that. Think about what I just said. Tatum caps about a lot of shit. He capped about a lot of shit. But I think Tatum want to make people look stupid, which is why I told y'all, them cops got them videotapes. And remember this, when this is all over with, y'all, everybody come back to me. Y'all gonna come back and say, Ticket Man, you was right, bro. When them cops, they gonna release them videotapes. And when they show those videotapes of that boat at that same fucking time this whole shit happened, and they got like 3 or 4 different videos, so people can't say, oh, that video's been, no. They're gonna have 3 or 4 different angle videos. You're gonna see everybody that was on that boat. You're gonna be able to see the time. You're gonna be able to hear all the shit that they're saying, right? And it's gonna be right there. The cops got that shit. The cops got that shit. And to the person that when this comes out, listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm not no fucking idiot. I'm telling you right now. When Tatum said that shit, that nigga ain't walking around here poking out his chest like this for no reason. Trust what I tell you. I don't like Tatum. But Tatum is going at the family and them. He ain't doing this shit for shits and giggles. That nigga got too much to lose. That he ain't trying to go back to being no cop again. Listen to what I just told y'all this. Peep game. So they're going to have those videos, and they're going to have way more videos of, I'm talking about professional video, the CCTV videos at the boat place. Trust me, they're going to have all this shit. I guarantee y'all they got all these videos. Listen when I told y'all this. Listen when I told y'all this. So people going to move the goalpost then and say, oh, well, there is something different. Nah. Can't move the goalpost. Can't move the goalpost. Right? Think about what I just said. Can't move that goalpost, dog. It's going to be, trust me, y'all. You have 400 people out there, right? You have all the video cameras that's out there. So guess what we're going to see? When this shit all come out, let me tell y'all what we're going to see. We're going to see videotape of probably when Nolan and them were driving in there with the boys. They're going to have videotape from the highway when they was driving in there. Watch what I tell y'all. They're going to have videotape of when they came into wherever they parked at, wherever they went to go get the boat. They probably going to have video from inside that place. They got the cameras from all this shit. Y'all going to see all of this shit in 4K when they lay it out. I'm telling you, they got the videos from that whole day. I'm talking about the videos from the street, the videos from the business, the videos from inside. They probably got videos outside. We don't even know how it's set up, right? That's why I was trying to get, like, you guys got to understand something. I was trying to get something for y'all. I want to see something for y'all. See, I wanted to show y'all something, right? 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 I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this, bro. Right? And this is why I said this to y'all, right? Right? Where people park them vehicles, there's cameras, right? There's street cameras, private surveillance systems, mainland boat launch cameras, docks, public parking lot cameras that people use to reach Horn Island, right? Think about everything I'm saying to y'all, right? You got the major departure points like the Fort Bayou boat launch in Ocean Springs. They're monitored by municipal, county operated security cameras, right? Right? People, I'm telling y'all this now. You got the marina and the harbor CCTV, right? The private boat rentals, slip rentals, commercial charters that operate out of those heavily secured harbors, such as the Ocean Springs Harbor, right? Or the Biloxi marinas out there. Those are commercial areas. They got high definition 4K cameras out that mofo to protect those vessels, right? The public parking spaces adjacent to the coastal docks out there, they got street-owned, city-owned cameras monitoring the traffic and everything else that's going on over there, right? Peep game now. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all this, right? The question is, think about this. Now, peep why I said this to y'all. The question is, they're gonna find out. Now, listen, I need everybody to listen very closely. Think about this, y'all. If there's 400 people out there, you ain't just gonna be able to just have Nolan out there and then just in front of everybody and don't nobody see nothing. Guess what's gonna happen, y'all? Because Horn Island, you gotta take a boat. So when you get back, they're gonna see who was the last people to leave out of there. Nobody's talking about this. See, what they're gonna have on those cameras, who was the last people to leave that parking lot? Who left the parking lot around the estimated time of death? Think about this. All these things are going to come out in that report. Nobody's talking with common sense. Peep what I'm showing y'all now. That's why I said you can't just come on the internet and put murders on niggas and you don't even know what the investigation details. Listen to what I just said to y'all. I want y'all to listen to what I just said to y'all. So they're going to be able to see who was the last people to leave the area that day. Because, they got to get over to Horn Island. They got to go over water to get over to Horn Island. Right? Think about what I just said to y'all. Right? But when you go back, who was the last person to leave? Who were the last people to leave from over there? Right? In those cameras, when people came in, remember, this is a unique thing about Horn Island. Everybody had to go over there to Horn Island. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all now. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all. It's only accessible by boat. So you got to come from one side to Horn Island by boat. Right? Think about what I just said. You have to go from the mainland harbors to Horn Island. Right? Now, you got some people who hire private captains or, they got commercial boat charters out there in Ocean Springs that'll drop them off, or Biloxi as well, that'll drop them off and pick them up. Right? Think about what I just said. Or if you got a jet ski, right? Peep what I'm saying to y'all now. Right? So, when I tell y'all that nobody on YouTube, not even the parents, have seen these videos yet. And people saying no cameras at the island, you're not listening. This is the part. See, this is why I said listening is fundamental. You have to listen to what I said. We're not talking about the island. Video cameras from people who just were recording videos from boats. That's different than the CCTVs. See, you have to come from the mainland harbor to get to Horn Island. That means everybody that went in had to come out. Listen to what I'm saying. You have to go to the mainland by boat, right? So everybody that leaves out there had to leave by boat. So guess what? When they come back, they're on tape when they get on the mainland. There are video cameras all out there. So you're going to be able to chop down the times that people came back. Who came? Did somebody come back with somebody else? Did somebody come back by themselves? Look suspicious. All this shit going to be on video. All that's going to be on videotape. Peep game now. Peep game. This is why when I come on the internet and I say stuff to y'all, I don't just say stupid shit. Right? I don't. Right? Once again. Right? So when you see this, and when we talk about this, right? And you see, right? And I'm going to show y'all this again, right? So let me give you an example, right? Let me give y'all an example, right? Because I want everybody, I want everybody to kind of get, hold on. I want everybody to kind of get what I'm saying, right? I don't want nobody to feel like y'all don't understand what I want to kind of, cause see, what I wanted to do was, you guys, I wanted to kind of break this down and do something that nobody else has done. I want to show y'all the map. And I ain't talking about just any map, right? I wish I could I wish I could how do I say this, man? You got to go by water, right? So let me show y'all what I'm talking about, right? Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. All right. I wish I had this shit. I'd have just fire this up on the what you call it for y'all. But I'll show y'all right here, man. I'll show y'all right here, bro. I ain't got a problem with this. Let me show y'all. I'm just gonna put this on the screen, you guys. I had to delete some photos so I can show y'all this shit. Cause I want to give everybody a good understanding of what I'm talking about. So I got it because I got too many pictures on my setup right here. So it won't let me just load all the pictures. So I'm just deleting some of the pictures I got right now. So I can kind of show y'all what I'm talking about, right? I can show y'all what I'm talking about, right? That way you guys will have a better understanding of what I'm saying, right? Um, let me do this for you guys right now, okay? I want to do this for you guys. All right. Let me see. And this is because there is you got two different spots, right? So you got like what I said was Biloxi, and you have the Ocean Springs, and that's basically the mainland, right? So these are two different docks or areas that you can go out to Horn Island on, and you can only go by water. This is the thing people don't understand. You can only go by water. So let me show y'all this, right? I'll put this on the screen, man. I don't wanna screw around with y'all no more. And y'all smash the like button. I'm in here doing the work, man. All right. So let's upload this right now. Let me put this on the screen for you guys, just so y'all can have a good picture of what I'm talking about. Because Horn Island is isolated, right? It's isolated, right? So let's look at this, all right? And I'm showing you some pictures from Biloxi and from Ocean Springs, right? Just so y'all can get a good point of view of what I'm talking about. So this is how you would go into Ocean Springs, right? Now listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Anybody who lives down there, they know what I'm talking about. Bro, it's cameras all out that motherfucker. It's cameras all in these streets, bro. Businesses everywhere. So when you're going closer, it's cameras all over the place, bro. If there's any Teslas that's out there, it's cameras on the cars. 4K. So let's talk about going in there first. It's cameras everywhere. So anything that went in and went out, they're going to trace all that shit. Now let's get to this part right here, right? These are what the docks look like, right? Bro, don't you know it's cameras out there? It's cameras out here watching these boats. Let me repeat myself again. It's cameras out here watching these boats, right? Let me show y'all this again. So anybody that's going in and out, you're going to see who the hell is going in and out. This is on the mainlands. You don't think you're going to see who the fuck is going in and out when they're leaving Biloxi or they're leaving Ocean Springs? They're going to have cameras and all these. Bro, you're not riding a boat out there and coming back to the mainland and nobody sees you. That's not happening, Jack. It's not happening. This is why I be telling people. People just be coming on the internet just talking, bro. It's cameras all out here. Right? You think people got their boats out there and there ain't no cameras? Most of those kids got to rent a boat. It's cameras out there. You're going to see everybody that's getting on these boats. Why? They got to have for security purposes anyways. So when you come back, guess what? Peep game now. So the person who says those recordings can lost, no, they can't. It's CCTV. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you know what CCTV is, legend? Do you know what CCTV is? CCTV can be recording up to a month, bro. 2 months. What are you talking about? CCTV gonna be recording for a month, 2 months. Bro, they probably got them videos the next day. What are you talking about? They probably went and got videos everywhere the next day. You talking about oversight government, bro? That's illegal. You're not gonna be able to do that shit, bro. They're not gonna be able to do that shit, bro. They're not gonna be able to say, and I'm gonna say this again. You're not listening to the person who said that. When you go from the mainland to Horn Island, you have to go across that water, regardless of where you leave from. Right? Think about this. You have to use your brains. The boys did not own this boat. The boys rented the boat. So that means that boat was docked somewhere. What the hell is you talking about? That boat was docked somewhere. What are these people talking about? Oh, excuse me. They used it. It was privately owned. Let me say that. I don't want to say it was rented. Let me take that back. It was privately owned, and they was allowed to use it. Let me change that word so nobody can say, because I want to say borrowed. Let me say borrowed. Let me put it like that. Borrowed. Borrowed. Do y'all not hear what I'm saying? Borrowed. They borrowed that boat. Maybe they paid, they got a little bit of something, so I say rent, but they borrowed that boat. That was a privately owned boat. Peep what I'm saying to y'all now, right? Matter of fact, it belonged to the family of one of the teens in that group, right? Think about what I just said, right? So now, go debate. Salute to you, homie. So now, right? Peep game. Peep game. They got built-in GPS devices. That's how they was able to show how those boys moved. Wherever those boys went to. And we saw where they went to. We saw where they went to. We all saw this, right? So when they came back from the mainland, or to the mainland, excuse me, from Horn Island, right? They first went to the private residential dock from where they originally departed, right? You don't think they subpoenaed those cameras too? You don't think they subpoenaed those cameras? Huh? Then they went to Fort Bayou. Subpoenaed those cameras too. Mama says all this about delete. That's a lot of shit to do, mama. You're wrong. Right? Every place, and then they ended up in Biloxi. Every place the boat did. That boat went to, there were cameras. I'm going to say it again. There were cameras. I'm telling you this. Everybody who knows this, everybody knows I ain't lying. Anybody that's a boat owner, 99% of these people got cameras. Wherever they dock their boat. Or wherever they got their boat, they got a camera. Why? Insurance purposes, security purposes. I'm telling y'all this. The cops, they got them fucking cameras, bro. I'm telling y'all this. But the most important cameras is what Batum Tatum said. Them 4 cameras that was watching that boat when it was going through distress. And guess what? When those videos come out, if Nolan was not on board that boat at the time they called for distress, at that same time, that audio goes down the toilet. You're gonna find that out when they release the grand jury filing. When they release all that evidence they got, which is all those videos, and you better believe they're gonna have all those fucking videos. So the person says some cameras gonna not be working. Nah, they working. See, y'all don't want it to be like that. See, you want it to be something fucked up. See, that's how y'all thinking. Y'all want it to be something fucked up. Your mind ain't saying, let me wait and see what happened. No, you want it to be something fucked up. I'm saying, look, let me see what happened, man. Let me see these tapes first. Right? Because the tape, if they got 3 or 4 tapes from different angles of the same boat, that fuck up the whole audio story. Now everybody gonna be trying to move their story and say something different, right? Bro, you can say the history of Mississippi. I'm not doubting the history of Mississippi. I know they roll racists down there. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you that they might be looking at the wrong situation, meaning wrong people. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you accuse somebody of murder, and if you ain't got the right person, you fucked up. Think about what I'm saying. That's a slippery slope, my nigga. Because once again, these people have hitched their wagon to that fucking audio, and that would put Nolan on the boat, according to that audio. If the police got 3 or 4 other videos from different boats that was right there when that boat was going down, when they was trying to help tow that boat, that proved that Nolan was not on that boat, they fucked. This is why I'm telling y'all, wait till the videos come out. Wait till it's come out. And no, the court order should not force the coroner's office. They can't. It is illegal in Mississippi. They can't even do it if they want to. It's illegal in Mississippi for them to release the autopsy or the toxicology before it's presented to a grand jury. Look up the law in Mississippi. It's illegal. Right? Ben Crump has already had his professionals check that audio. The fact that he ain't said nothing should let you know everything you need to know. Ben Crump has already had his officials check that audio. The fact that they haven't said nothing should let you know everything you need to know. I'm telling y'all this. Right? You said no one's accused someone of murder. You a fucking liar. They've been all on the internet accusing people of murder and saying, man, I think he did, I know he guilty. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I am that somebody. What the hell videos you been listening to? I've legitimately been listening to people on the internet accusing that boy Bart. I've heard it. Listen to what I told y'all. Y'all better wait for all them videos. Because guess what I'm going to tell y'all? It might be, well, I'm just going to say it like this, bro. We don't know what videos they have. We don't know. I know one thing. I did notice something that made me think too. And I told you guys, there's a lot of people out there that day. A lot. And I told y'all, everybody else out there, let me say this to y'all right now. Everybody that's out there is a witness right now, unless it turns to a murder investigation. Everybody out there. So you got 300 to 400 people out there. Think about this, y'all. Right? I want y'all to think about what I'm saying to y'all. To the person who said, do I think Nolan just drowned? No, I told you, I don't know what happened. But I told you this. I'm not a damn fool, and I'm not going to come on the internet and say that somebody murdered him and I don't have evidence. You don't even see Ben Crump doing that. Ben Crump is not stupid like these people. Ben Crump got too much to lose. See, let me tell you something. When people don't think they got shit to lose, they'll come on the internet and say anything, right? They'll come on the internet and say anything, right? And then look stupid if they got video footage come out later on. That's why I said I'm waiting. I'm not stupid. I'm going to wait until the video evidence come out, right? Because now we never know what the cops got on video. Them motherfuckers ain't going to tell us. I'm going to tell y'all, it's just like the Celeste Rivas case. These people was talking all this shit about how they wasn't gonna solve the case, how they wasn't gonna have enough to charge, how the cops wasn't doing their job. Man, the cops came out and laid the smackdown in that Celeste Rivas case. The cops got so much fucking evidence, it's insane. And remember how people were sitting up there crying? Remember how people were sitting up there crying, acting like it wasn't gonna get, like that case wasn't gonna get justice? That boy facing the death penalty now. They got way more information than I ever thought they were gonna have. But this is what happens when you take your time and investigate. Right? Bro, it's already people who talked. So the person said, we got to stop saying these friends. Bro, we don't know them people, bro. We don't know who was who. I'm just saying that Tatum can't say that they was his friends from talking to him for 2 days. The same way I can't say they aren't. Do you understand what I said? Tatum cannot come out here and say, yo, those are his friends. They good people, man. Bro, you don't know these people. The same way I can't say they weren't his friends. I don't know them motherfuckers. Right? Period. Right? Because once again, I want you to think about this. You got to think about all things, bro. I want you to think about this, right? If I'm 18 and I'm hanging around the chair, I say, hey, bro, I'm finna go slide off and handle some business real quick. And you like, man, come on, man. They got to just tell you I'm finna slide off and handle some business. I get up with y'all niggas in a minute. It's been a lot of times a homie don't did that. I'd be like, man, all right, man, fuck it, bro. That nigga going off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with y'all. You slide off with a midnight. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth. Right? I'm telling you the truth. It happened a lot of times, bro. Right? I'm just being honest with you. You said as soon as they got lawyered up. Well, first of all, maybe because the cops was talking to him. See, this is another thing. You don't know who the cops talk to. If the cops come, see, this is the thing. This is the thing people keep talking about, and they lawyered up immediately. Motherfucker, you a lawyer up too. See, this is where people say dumb shit on the internet, bro. And I'm not calling you a dummy. I'm saying this is where people say dumb shit. If there's an investigation into a death, right? The cops are going to call the people who are close to you around first downtown, right? The best thing that you do is say, look, I need to have a lawyer before I speak. Anybody, regardless of whether you're innocent or guilty, it's always best to get a lawyer before you speak to the cops. So this would make sense why they lawyered up. They probably talked to the cops. What do you mean quick, though? They did it so quick. Motherfucker, people do that shit as soon as they get arrested. What is you talking about? Yo, call my lawyer. Call a lawyer. We need a lawyer. What are you talking about? What the fuck is wrong with your brain, man? You got problems inside your brains, bro? I know people that will get arrested and have a lawyer in 30 minutes. Because when they come investigate you, they say, hey, ask your parents, would you like a presence of your lawyer for your kid? You don't know if nobody was arrested. This is the thing. See how he's saying nobody was arrested? Bro, you don't know this. You don't know what the fuck they did on the private investigation. It's a private investigation. We don't have the details. See, people just come on the internet and say anything, y'all. And this is the type of shit I be talking to y'all about. People will come on the internet and say anything. This man said nobody was arrested. He don't even know. He ain't even seen the case file. He don't know who was arrested, who was taken downtown, who was questioned. He don't fucking know. The cops could have called them people as soon as that murder happened or that death happened, right? And the cops could be looking at it like a murder or be looking at it like an accidental death or be looking at it like we don't know it's an investigation. But as soon as it happened and they call you down there, what's the first thing parents gonna say? Okay, we gotta get a lawyer. You gonna come on the internet and say nobody was arrested. The fuck is you talking about? Was you down at the police station? This is the thing people don't be understanding. You got people come on the internet and talk and don't have no brains. Yo, they immediately lawyered up. Them motherfuckers that saying that, they would lawyer up if they had to go talk to the police. Nigga, you're not listening. As soon as people, let me say this again, as soon as people go down to the police station, normally they lawyer up, dog. Those are boys. So guess what they boys do? If they get called down to the police station by the cops, they'll go down there with a lawyer, asshole, like, right? Top cop says some of them went down there without a lawyer. Some of them got a lawyer. Peep what I just said. So they're going to be the first ones to get questioned anyways. You're going to question them within the first 24 hours. So what are you talking about? You said, why are they fundraising? They're not fundraising. It's somebody else that did the fundraising. It's not them directly doing the fundraiser. See? But I'm not finna ask questions about them boys. You know why? Because I don't want people asking questions about Nolan Wells' family. Think about this. He says, I turned myself in without a lawyer. Well, then you a damn fool, because a man without a lawyer is a fool. Period. And to the person says someone's being arrested, they don't have to be transparent. Investigations aren't always transparent. What the fuck is you talking about? You act like they got to tell you what they're doing. Most investigations are not transparent. Most times you won't even know what happened until they announce it to you and to the press. So you talking about transparency. Most investigations, you never know what happened until they announce to the press, yo, we arrested somebody. What is you talking about? Think about what I just said. To the dude who said them boys wasn't hardly arrested, we don't know if they was or wasn't. You keep saying that. But to either your point, most people that have to go downtown and answer questions that have lawyer money will get a lawyer. I mean, before you even answer a question, they'll ask you, hey, you have a right to hire an attorney or to have an attorney in here. They're going to ask their parents. Most of them are underage. Their parents are going to go down there with a lawyer, bro. So when you say, hey, man, they lawyered up, yeah, some of them did. Period. And the people who criticize them, they would get a lawyer if they were questioned by the cops. Straight up. Hey, man, talk to my lawyer, man. No, but I thought you ain't had nothing to do with nothing. No, talk to my lawyer, nigga. I ain't got shit to do with nothing but talk to my lawyer. Period. They try to dumb y'all down on the internet, bro. It's sad, man. It really is, bro. Think about this, y'all. People ain't seen no videos, nothing. They haven't even seen nothing. They don't even know what the cops got. They don't even know what the cops got. And niggas just on the internet just talking. We don't even know what they got, what they don't got, what they investigated, what they haven't. We don't even know what they found. And people just on the internet just talking crazy. Y'all go for any pump fake. Anything people put out that's AI or fake, y'all go for that shit. Right? You said per the police investigation report, that's a lie. It's not closed. It's an open case. What are you talking about? It still has not been presented to a grand jury yet. What are you talking about? See how people come on the internet and just lie, y'all? She says per police investigation report is closed. You're a liar. It's currently an open, active investigation. What are you talking about? It hasn't even been sent to a grand jury. How the fuck can it be closed? Stop lying, man. Your name is Nirvana Tyler. Stop lying. You just come on the internet. You guys just come on the internet and lie for no reason. It's sad. How can you come on the internet, ma'am, and just tell a lie like that? Per what police investigation report? What report did you read that said it's been closed? Answer that question. Nirvana Tyler, answer that question. Who the fuck told you that the case was closed? This is what I be arguing with every day on the internet, y'all. Right? To the person who says I'm playing it safe. No, I'm not playing it safe. I'm telling you the fucking truth. I haven't seen no official evidence, nigga. The parents of Nolan Wells have not seen the evidence. They're out here screaming for answers. What do you mean playing it safe? How can you accuse somebody of murder and they don't even have a cause of the death put out here to the public? Ben Crump can't even give you a cause of death. What is you talking about? You sound absolutely foolish and ridiculous. I'm telling y'all, people will have no evidence whatsoever run out here and say dumb shit. And then talk about, oh, you being scared. Nigga, I ain't being scared of shit, you dummy. Ben Crump don't even have a cause of death. We don't even know how he died. Think about that. We ain't seen the paperwork from the state. Ben Crump, their investigation is incomplete. But you want somebody to come out here talking about somebody murdered somebody without no evidence of how he died. Think about that. We don't even know if he had an underlying condition. We don't know anything, y'all. We don't. I'm telling y'all this. Right? So people come on the internet, and then that girl, she still ain't answer. I asked that girl who told her the case was closed. She won't even answer that question. See, when I tell y'all this stuff, and then people get mad at me when I stir fry these people. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. And the other dude gonna get mad at me. And Ben Crump, excuse me, you said, didn't you accuse Diddy? Yes, because Diddy lied, motherfucker. Diddy said he didn't do shit to Cassie. He didn't beat her and do nothing. Video comes out, nigga beat the fuck out of Cassie. He came out and apologized. He came out and apologized. You said underlying condition. I didn't say that, you idiot. I said we don't know the cause of Nolan Wells' death. His own lawyers don't know that. What are you talking about? I ain't got to give them no ideas. They already got the casework in, fool. What the hell is wrong with you, boy? Don't you know that Ben Crump and them going to get their own toxicology back this week? Ben Crump is probably going to come out later this week and tell you what was in Nolan Wells' system. They get the toxicology back this week. So you ain't even got to wait for the state for that. What the hell is wrong with you? Bro, it's sickening what's going on with these people on YouTube. I'm telling y'all, bro, the IQ is on zero, bro. The IQ is on zero, y'all. Zero. Think about this. I mean, at least let us get some facts from either side. And if you say, hey, now let me sit back and wait and see, because a wise man always. Think about this, y'all. No, it ain't no opinion. You talking shit about me, and then you talking about something I need to be nice to you. Fuck no. I ain't got to do shit. This is my channel. Get your bitch ass out of here. Adios. Goodbye. Sayonara, sucker. The hell wrong with you? You don't come in here and talk shit to me, and then when I come over here and bring that smoke right back to you, you will start crying. Get your ass out of here. This is how you cook people. I'm telling y'all, these people are insane, bro. It is sad, bro. Ben Crump don't even got a cause of death. And they out here talking about some, you scared to say it's a murder. Nigga, no, I'm not. How can I say it if we don't even have nothing to go off of? Bro, these motherfuckers act like they seen Nolan Wells' medical reports. They know anything about, bro, we don't know nothing about this dude. Bro, I want y'all to think about something. Carmelo Anthony had epilepsy. Carmelo Anthony was at risk where he could have had a seizure and died. As a kid, my nigga. As a young man. We don't know anything about Nolan Wells. These motherfuckers running around here acting crazy. Without no evidence. Think about what I just said. We ain't even heard Ben Crump get back his side yet for toxicology. They saying shit on the internet Ben Crump ain't even saying. Right? Right? I know one thing. That toxicology gonna tell us everything. Watch what I tell y'all. That toxicology is gonna tell us everything. And this man keeps talking about Ben Crump's a grifter. If he's a grifter, then what is Officer Tatum? You said the case closed weeks ago. You're a liar. You're a liar, Nirvana. Nirvana, you're a liar. How can an open case close weeks ago? Ben Crump and them are set to meet with the this week. What are you talking about? On the case. They're set to meet with the state this week to open up the phones together. What are you talking about? Nirvana Tyler, I'm telling y'all, man, it is insane that you got these people on the internet. And y'all wonder why I come up and say this stuff. This is insanity. Right? Right? This is insanity. Right? I want y'all to think about this, right? This is insanity. Right? People, I'm telling y'all this. People, I'm saying to y'all. I told y'all just the other day, Ben Crump was coming out here to do a press conference before he did it, right or wrong? Right or wrong? Ben Crump just told you in the press conference just the other day. This is how I know y'all don't be listening. Y'all, this is how I know these people don't be listening. Money bags, bitch. That's your name. Money bag. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You call yourself money bags, bitch. Why degrade yourself like that? But, ma'am, if you listen to Ben Crump press conference just the other week, right? Just the other week, right? I want y'all to think about this, right? Just the other week, I want y'all to think about this. He just put out there in that press conference that they're meeting with him this week to open those phones. He just said it. That's why you have to listen when they talk in the press conferences. He just literally said it. Right? Pete, what I just told y'all this. It's insane to me though, man. And I'm telling y'all something, man. I think the cops got a lot of videos, bro. I think they do, bro. I think they got a lot of videos. And I'm talking about videos from on the island. And I'm talking about videos from, because y'all got to remember, people put up money on this shit. Bro, it's $175,000 on a brick right now. Somebody snitching, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? If you gonna tell me somebody ain't snitching for 175,000 racks, shit, I don't know what the hell, I don't know what world you living in. $175,000, somebody telling. Trust me. Motherfuckers probably been out of the police station 10 times. I'm telling y'all this. They don't probably get the whole story. $175,000? Shit, I'm telling y'all right now. Magnetic Moon, what's up, baby? Who are you talking about? When you say grifters, who you talking about? You talking about Officer Tatum, who've made damn near 50 videos? Right? Is that who you talking about? Magneto Moon. You talking about Officer Tatum? RoboCop? Top flight security of the world? I'm just telling y'all this. You said most of those families got, well, you don't know how much money they got. But the average person ain't got that shit. And it don't matter. Average person, like I said before, you said they hope they sue Crump. How they gonna sue Crump? How they gonna sue Crump? Crump has never accused anybody of murder, and Crump has never accused any of the boys of racism. Crump says that the state of Mississippi has been well known for racism. Do you not agree with that? I can show you many examples. Crump has never called any of those boys a murderer, and he's never said any of those boys murdered Nolan. He's never said that. He's never insinuated that they murdered Nolan. He said they wanted answers. They want to know exactly what happened. They want full transparency. That's exactly what he said. In fact, Ben Crump says he didn't make them out to be the victims. Ben Crump literally said, literally said that he is not accusing anybody of murder because they don't have the cause of death to Nolan Wells. They want to know exactly what happened to him and how he passed away. Ben Crump has never said, ever, that any of those boys killed, or anybody killed Nolan Wells. What he did say is that if it was 4 black boys and they had 1 white boy with them, and the 4 black boys came back and the 1 white boy didn't, it'd be a whole different investigation. He ain't lying about that. He ain't lying about that. He not lying about that. Think about that. If it was 4 black boys and they came back home and 1 white boy ended up dead, boy, this whole city would have been. Bro, do you not know what Megyn Kelly, Sean Hannity, and all the rest of these people, Tatum, and all the rest, Jason Whitlock, do you not know what all these people would have did? I'm just keeping it real with you. It would have been disgusting what would have went on. Right? Yeah, I mean, so, but for you to say that, just tell me one person Ben Crump accused of murder. Tell me when Ben Crump said any of those boys are racist. He's never called any of them racist. Ever. He's never insinuated that any of those boys were racist. You guys have to comprehend words. His attacks went on the state of Mississippi, the history of the police investigations in the state of Mississippi. What do you mean stop making it up? Who made it up? You said nobody killed Nolan. How do you know? You haven't seen the police report. You said nobody killed Nolan, but you haven't seen the police report, man. I haven't seen it either. That's why I said I don't know. You don't hear me in here saying nobody killed any Nolan. So let me ask you this question. Magneta, when did I ever say that somebody killed Nolan? I'll wait on that. That's my question to you. When have I ever said somebody killed Nolan? Tell me that. When has Ben Crump ever said that anybody killed Nolan? When has Ben Crump ever said that any of those friends of Nolan's were racist? When? I'm waiting on it. You said I'm making it up. What did I make up? I'm asking you that question. I want you to answer that question. Tell me one time I've said that any of those boys are racist. I said I don't know who the hell they are. How can I call somebody I don't know who they are racist? Say it to you again, Magneta. But I'm still waiting on you to answer that question. I'm still waiting on you to answer that question. Peep game now. I'm still waiting on that answer. So I need you to answer that. I need the answer. Please do that for me. I'm waiting, man. See, y'all want somebody to accuse somebody of murder. This is what I've been telling you. Y'all want somebody to accuse somebody of murder when it ain't been no type of paperwork that say that Nolan was murdered. Ben Crump have not said that, ever. Ben Crump have never said any of those boys were racist. I just want you to tell me the statement where Ben Crump said any of those boys were racist. Tell me where Ben Crump said any of these boys murdered Nolan. Tell me. You're confusing Ben Crump with people on the internet, man. I see you got real quiet. I see you got real quiet when I asked you. See how they get quiet? Once you start ethering their ass, they ain't got nothing else to say. Once you ether them, boy, that shit over with, boy. You ether their ass, boy, they start running. She still can't answer the question. She said nobody killed Nolan. She ain't seen the case file. How would she know? This is why I be trying to tell y'all this. She don't know that nobody killed Nolan, and we don't know that nobody didn't kill Nolan. We don't know. We literally have to see the case file first and the evidence first. And then people will make their decision on how they feel. But at least let's see the case file first. Right? See how she won't answer though? She ought to be ashamed of herself. You get cooked like that and you ain't got no answers. I mean, man, I thought you was at least gonna lie and say, yeah, I heard you say it. I ain't never said it. Now, if the evidence says that, when they put out their report, oh, watch how I cook. Because I'll have evidence. Right? Right? But I can't even speculate because I have not seen the cause of death. Right? Crazy. Yeah, man. But yeah, they don't drop the fake toxicology report, y'all. It's sad, man. Bro, this shit, these people on the internet, bro. Bro, I'm telling y'all, they are trying to really destroy these people's parents, bro. Seriously, bro. It's fucked up, man. They don't understand psychology. They don't know what these people parents going through right now. Do you know the pain these people parents going through right now, bro? And they got to come up every day and hope that the cops can give them the answers they want so they can get to some type of closure. They'll never have peace. And then you get people on the internet who don't understand that. Don't understand. And you get people like Tatum attacking these people continuously. Like these people ain't lost a child. It's disgusting. And Tatum have pushed this narrative on people like Ben Crump and them have came out here and act like those boys was racist. Ben Crump have never said that. Ben Crump have never said one time that them boys was racist. He's never said it. He's never said one time that any of those boys murdered Nolan. He's never said that. I literally can play you every word he said about this case publicly, period. Right? Shit's sad, man. So the person who said we may not never see the cause of death, yes, we will. As soon as they put that grand jury in, yes, we will. Yes, we will. The state gonna get it. Yes, we will. That grand jury gonna be, as soon as they put that information in grand jury, we're gonna see what the cause of death was. Yes, we will. Salute to all of y'all in the building, man. Yo, man, y'all, they putting out fake AI reports, man. It's sad, man. They doing this, putting out fake toxicology reports. These people crazy, man. Bro, the shit that they're doing to this family, bro, is It's just, man, I just, like I said before, bro. Imagine a family losing a son and then everybody hates you because you want answers. And you don't trust the people that's been giving you the answers. So you go get somebody who have been notoriously known for getting answers. Shit sad, bro. Like, share, subscribe, man.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.